those couple guys out there, Stewart's the one that kind of stands out to me, where you're putting him and what you're trying with him, because he's moved a few times since he's been here.
Well, I think Jonathan's had a good off-season. In studying our off-season tape from last year, he flashed at times in games, wasn't consistent enough. But I think his more natural position for us in our package is an inside linebacker, and we've got a big spot to fill there with Mike Hodges, and he's been competing.
Coach, how much of a challenge is it going through these practices when you have so many defensive backs that are hurt right now?
It's tough. You look at the sideline, you see a lot of guys who have started some games, but the great opportunity is for the young guys to show what they can do. It really helps someone like a Jontel Franklin, who's right away going to take a sip out of that fire hydrant and be thrown in there with the twos. And Trent's done a good job helping him out. And we're moving Tony Hurd back out to corner and getting him a chance to get a look there. We know he can play safety also. So it's spring. We got a long time to go. I'd love to be able to coach those guys, like Coriel and T. Fred and Steven and Lionel, but those other guys are going to take advantage of those reps.
You talked to Coach already about stealing a couple of you guys already, taking over the offense. Neely being on.
Yeah, well, it's always a negotiation, but wherever we can help the team out. I mean, Spencer's a great kid, great motor. We're a little thin at the tight end position. We know he can come right back to defensive end if it doesn't work out for him there. And the fact that he can play both ways, I think, kind of is fun for him. So we'll let him go. And we're pretty deep right now in defensive end. So it's one that it's not like we have 5 defensive ends out this spring.
Speaking of defensive end, what do you like about Steven Guerrera at that position?
Well, we were really encouraged with him last fall before he got hurt. He's a big physical guy. He slimmed down from a year ago at this time when he was thinking he was an offensive lineman, so he's much more sudden. He's got really good punch and really good pad level. And we're obviously going to miss Lucas Patterson, but I think he's going to be a guy that's going to take a lot of that pain away.
Coach, talk a little bit about the inside linebackers and what you've seen so far for guys like Patterson, Jenkins, and Baggs.
The young guys, they're swimming a little bit. Dominique, having been here last fall, he's got a little bit better feel. Steven and Donnie Baggs both are really athletic. I think they're going to be in the mix, but right now they're taking that sip out of the proverbial fire hydrant. We're throwing a lot at them, and they're picking it up, but they're still having to think and process everything. They're not playing real natural yet, and we got to get them to that point, and they will.
Well, so this time last year, you were trying to learn everybody's name. I'm assuming. What's it like that year into it? How much easier was it the first days?
Well, it's a ton easier. A year ago, we were coaching coaches on how to coach the package, just getting to know guys. Not sure who. I knew about 40, but the rest of them, I wasn't sure. What kind of players they were, what they had in them. I was telling our defense yesterday in our meeting. I said, look, guys, Mike Hodges was a guy last spring. I was trying to find someone to beat him out because I didn't think he was good enough athletically, but he proved us wrong as coaches. And that's what spring's great about is guys are going to get opportunities to show us what they can do, and we're going to get plenty of reps. But back to your question, day one, first practice, a heck of a lot better than a year ago because we got 8 starters back, guys have been playing this package, and so our retention was really good. And we're not as clean as we need to be, but we had a pretty good field today.
So what's the top priority for you for the spring?
Well, our top priority one is filling those 3 positions we've got to fill. The inside linebacker position, in particular, trying to find an outside linebacker or a rush guy that can be a difference maker like Vaughn, and then someone to replace Lucas. And we probably got the most depth at the defensive line there, so that's probably not as pressing need. And then, as a defense overall, we got to, get much cleaner than we were a year ago. We understand the package now, but now we've got to, clean up the fine points.